Welcome to your science class, 6th class students. Okay, yesterday you have seen me now. Today I will be continuing your yesterday's lesson. Yesterday we have discussed about the plant and its parts. I told each part is useful in different way to the plant. Okay, now we will go in detail. Okay, have you done homework yesterday? Only if you have sent your homeworks. Okay, everybody try to send. I am giving you very simple homeworks. Okay, send. Listen the class carefully. I have drawn few pictures. Observe them carefully. By showing the picture, I will explain you. Listen carefully. Okay, when you are listening, completely you will get it. Okay. Now, yesterday I told you we will learn in detail about each part of the plant. Okay. First, today we are going in detail about the roots. Okay, roots. There are different functions about the roots. First thing, when you pluck a plant, okay, will it come easily? No. Okay, you take some energy. Why is it? Because the root helps the plant to fix firmly, okay, and to stand firmly to the plant. Okay, it gives support to the plant. And second thing is that you are pouring water. Okay, yes, plants. Roots help to absorb water. Roots help to absorb water and transport to the complete other parts of the plant. Along with absorbing not only water, also soil contains other minerals also, no? Okay. Based on the plant type, it absorbs the nutrients which is required for it. It absorbs along with water. It also absorbs minerals from the soil and supplies to the plant. Okay, main two things is that, okay, it fixes the plant firmly, okay, it holds the sand tightly so that it can stand firmly. Otherwise, if any air comes, it will fall down. And second thing is that root helps in absorbing the water and also minerals from the soil for the plant growth and other purposes of the plant. Okay, now I told you now the function. Okay, now there are two types of roots. Okay, there are plant roots are divided into two types. One is taproot, other is fibrous roots. Okay, one is taproot, other is fibrous root. They are divided into two types. Okay, why they are divided into two types? Because their structure is different. Okay, simple way. You pluck a grass plant. How are the roots? Okay, you pluck a carrot. Okay, just compare the roots of both the plants. You see the difference. Okay, they are not similar. Now, see, this is a carrot plant root. Okay, this is a grass plant roots I have drawn. You can see the difference. Okay, okay. See, in the taproot, why is it different? Because it will have one main root. Okay, it will have one main root. This is the main root. Main root is thicker. Main root is thicker. From the main root, you will have other roots coming. These are rootlets. Okay, rootlets. Okay, these are rootlets. From you will have a main root. It will have rootlets. So this root is called taproot. Okay, here very simple example I will give you. Carrot. This is carrot. Okay, carrot. This main root is carrot. From carrot we will have other small roots coming. Okay, this is taproot. Taproot examples are carrot, beetroot, radish, turnip, and also there are many other examples. I have given you very common examples. That would be easier for you to understand. Okay, now second thing is that fibrous roots. Second is fibrous roots. Example, everybody is having grass, just pluck it and see the roots. Fibrous roots. Example is grass, wheat. Wheat and grass, they both are similar. Okay, even when you see the wheat plant, it also looks like grass only. Okay, when you plant, the roots are same. In this, we don't have main root. Okay, there is no main root. Simply you will have, this is the stem mark. Stem, okay, from stem, you will see all the roots like this. Thread like, thin thread-like roots you will see. All thin thread-like roots, and from this again rootlets you will have. There is no main root here. You will have all thread-like roots. Main difference between this taproot and fibrous root is that it will have main root, that is taproot, and it will not have. It will have all thin roots. Okay, fibrous. Fibrous. Why is it called fibrous? Because it is like fiber. Fiber in the sense thread-like structure roots. Okay. Now we have understood two types of roots: taproot, fibrous root, and the examples are carrot, beetroot, grass, and wheat. Okay. Types. Now I am going to about the function of roots. I told the function, two functions. Okay, I am just telling. Science we can't say theoretically. We should have always a practical proof. Now function of the roots, we are having one practical proof. We have to prove it. So we have one experiment doing here, one activity. Okay, we are having one activity to do. Okay, what is that activity? Is that take two glass tumbler. This is first glass tumbler and this is second glass tumbler. Take two glass tumblers, fill it with water. Okay, both of them you have to fill it with water. Now, both you have filled it with water. Now take two small baby plants of this size. Okay, the glass and plant should fit like this. Don't take bigger plant, don't take too small. If you take too bigger, you can't put in this. If you take too smaller, it will get sunk in the water. Okay, now you take, like this plant. It should have leaves and also it should have roots. Okay, any baby plant you take with shoot system and root system. Okay, now you put one plant in this and other plant in this. Okay, now you have taken the glass beaker, water and a small plant. And in this also you have taken glass, water and small plant. First thing, you will keep it aside like this. Second thing, the second glass you are taking. Now you take one ink bottle. Okay, take one ink bottle and 2 drops. How many drops? 2 to 3 drops of ink into this. If you are taking blue or red, whatever it is, you just add in this 2 to 3 drops. What will happen after adding? Okay, it will change its color now. Water's color will change. Now leave it for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, leave it for 2 to 3 hours. After adding color, we leave it aside for 2 to 3 hours. After 2 to 3 hours, okay, do you see any difference in this? After 2 to 3 hours, the plant will be as it is. Okay, now after 2 to 3 hours, do you see any change in this? There will be some change because you have added color in this blue or red color. If you have added blue color, you will see the stem and the leaves will have some spots of blue color. What you will have? If you are adding blue color, you will have blue. If you are adding red color, you will have red color. You will have some color stains on the stem and on the leaves. If you want to see the color differentiation properly, you have to take a baby plant. Okay, it will be visible clearly. You will observe that color stains on this thing I am taking red ink. You will see red marks on the leaves and also on the soft tissue of the plant. By this, what you are observing? By this, we can conclude that this plant is observing color. By seeing the color, we can say it is observing color also. Where is the color? In the water. If it doesn't observe color, if it doesn't observe water, it won't even get color also. So by this we can say it is also observing water and color. That means it is observing water, roots are observing water. Along with water, it also observes the minerals which are present in the water. Okay? Now we have understood the function of the roots. Okay. Now you have briefly understood now this. Okay. Root types, two types and the experiment. If you can do it at home without creating any problem to your parents. Now, you have finished about root. Now I am going to tell about any leaf from your surroundings and examine the leaf. Okay, examine the leaf. Leaf has very important role in the plant. It helps in photosynthesis, that is preparing food. Plants prepare their own food. No, you are not preparing and giving. The major role played is by the leaf. Okay. Before going into that, we will just see what are the parts of the leaf. First, okay, this is the leaf structure. Okay. In your textbook, hibiscus leaf is given. Hibiscus in the sense mandala aku. Okay. Here also I have drawn the same leaf. Okay. See, from the stem. Okay. This is the plant you think. Okay. This is the stem. From here you will get the leaf. Okay. This is the stem. From stem, leaf is arising. This point, okay, this base point is called leaf base. Okay. From stem leaf is arising. No, that point is called leaf base. Okay. Now here you see this is leaf base. Okay. Here you can see the leaf. No, complete structure of leaf. This point is called petiole. What is this called? Petiole. Leaf base, petiole. And now you will see this structure. Okay, this is called vein. What is this? Vein. A line going straight in the middle of the leaf completely. Okay, from this end to this end. Okay, one line is going a thick line. This is called vein. Midrib. Sorry, midrib. What is this? Midrib. Mid means middle of midrib. From midrib, you are having other line-like structures are coming. No, they are veins. What are they? Veins. From these veins, again you will see some other networks-like structures covering completely. They are veinlets. They are veinlets. Okay, these three things I'll explain you once again. The middle line from this end to this end, this is going now. This is midrib. From midrib, okay, there are other line-like structures. Okay, these are veins. From veins again you will see thin structures. They are veinlets. Okay. Apart from leaf base, petiole, midrib, leaf and veins, veinlets, you have complete other green structure. No, that is lamina. That is lamina. I will show you in the leaf. Okay, I will show you. This is not an hibiscus leaf. Okay. This is not hibiscus leaf because it is bigger. I am showing you. Okay. Okay. This is the, imagine that this is the stem. Okay, leaf. This point. Leaf is arising now. This point is called leaf base. Okay, leaf base. This point is called petiole. I will show you the back. Okay, I will show you the back. Okay, this middle line is midrib. What is this? Middle line is midrib. Midrib. Middle midrib. And from midrib, you can see these lines are coming now. Lines are coming. Lines you will see no side. It is moving like this. They are veins. What are they? Veins. Okay, they are veins. From these veins, again another small lines will come. They are veinlets. They are veinlets. And remaining complete part, the green part is called lamina. The complete other part is then apart from this. This green complete part is lamina. Okay. This complete part is lamina. Okay. Take a leaf. Try to see all these structures and try to repeat and try to read and remember these names. Okay. I have told you enough I think today. I gave much information. And today's homework is, okay, you have to buy your books, ma. You are having tables in your books. I will give that tables for homework. Okay, I will give you few days of time. Later I will give that tables as homework. But at present, I will give you to take any leaf. Okay, any leaf or draw the leaf. Okay, this diagram, these two diagrams, and label them. Okay, these two diagrams in one book along with your name and submit it. Show it to me. Okay, these two diagrams, function of roots. Okay, this activity, parts of leaf. Okay, these two are your homework. Draw these diagrams and show it to me. Okay, thank you children. I have given you much time. Okay, thank you.